Hello and welcome everyone. In this video I want to show you how you can use Qualcomm Simsqueeze to enhance your supersaws. Listen to this supersaw. So this supersaw currently is just an instance of Vital with some saw waves on different octaves and different settings for the unison stuff and everything, a little bit of filtering and a little bit of randomization on the pitch and the filter to give it a little more sizzle. Which is already doing a lot of good stuff, as well as Raum for the stereo width. But now I'm adding Qualcomm Simsqueeze. Now it really has lots of depth as well. So the difference between having Simsqueeze enabled and disabled in this example is a little bit like when you're comparing the general MIDI input from your sound card with one of the libraries from Spitfire Labs, in my opinion. Well, not quite, because the sound designers at Spitfire Labs really do an incredible job. Like, they are definitely doing more than just instantiating one plugin. But you know, there is a bit of a difference here in the depth, and you can hear it. And even if I'm not exaggerating. So what is this instance of Qualcomm Simsqueeze actually doing? So let's put this to solo. As you can see, I have dialed in a lot of reverb. So let me just take that back. And now it sounds really more like an accordion, which it is supposed to do actually. And let's play that back. Now the cool thing about an accordion is that it sounds a lot like a supersaw already. So it is a sound that just fits in with the supersawness. You can add partials to the sound or remove them. Did you hear the difference? I should probably mute the other supersaw to make it more obvious. Yeah, so that is pretty obvious. Then there is the unison stuff. And also what I really like is these controls, because I don't exactly get what they do, but they have a good feeling. Okay, so this is normal tuning stuff, obviously. Now the vibrato stuff is a little bit misleading, because it's actually not a vibrato, but a tremolo. I don't know why the developer decided to call that a vibrato, because it was a bit disappointing at that point, because I thought like, wow, cool, can I maybe put a vibrato on each individual voice of the harmonics of the synthesizer, of the accordion synthesizer, I mean. But no, you cannot put a vibrato on anything, which is a bit of a shame, but well, maybe vibrato is just not a thing in accordions anyway, so let's just ignore that for now. But what I really like is the sound of the reverb here. think that this reverb really has an ethereal quality. It sounds a bit like a choir is also accompanying the accordion, and that's pretty cool. Also tried the lower values of the tail just because we want to know how small rooms would sound with this reverb. You know, usually built-in reverbs in synthesizers don't sound very good, but I think we can make it an exception with this one. This one sounds really good. I don't like that the pre-delay is not modulatable nicely, so that could be made with a fractional delay instead. Now I chose a setting that sounds kind of dull. You cannot really hear the accordionness of it anymore. But now I found a new tone in that. There is some I mean, of course I'm playing that. It's somewhere in the chord sequence, these two tones. But they are kind of poking out now more than they did before, now that I chose a duller setting. And I think that's pretty cool because that really brings out the magic of even a simple chord sequence like this. Let's see which notes are that. I think it's these two that you can hear so clearly. Yeah, so this is a proper synthesizer for layering supersaws, and I think that is all I wanted to say.